Hey there, welcome back to the Balance Work. Today, we're talking about something really important: how to tell if your boss is targeting you at work. This is something no one should have to deal with, but unfortunately, it happens more than you might think. So, let's break down 25 signs that your boss could be bullying you and how to spot the red flags early on. Sign 1. They take credit for your work. First up, if your boss keeps stealing credit for your work, that's a huge red flag. If they remove your name from projects or hog all the glory, they might be trying to make you look less important. That's not a good sign. Sign 2. They're threatening in public. Is your boss watching you closely or making you feel uncomfortable in front of others? Bullies often try to intimidate their targets in public. If this is happening to you, it's time to pay attention. Sign 3. They're scared they'll get caught. Some bosses know they're in the wrong, so they'll go to great lengths to hide their behavior. If your boss is acting paranoid or pushing you to keep things quiet, it could be because they don't want to get caught. Sign 4. They're paranoid. Speaking of paranoia, if your boss constantly feels like someone's out to get them, they might start singling you out, too. That's a classic move from workplace bullies. Sign 5. Short temper. Do you have a boss who flies off the handle at the smallest things? That's a sign of someone who's trying to control you by using their bad temper to keep you on edge. Sign 6. Negative feedback from coworkers. If your boss is the only one giving you negative reviews, while your coworkers aren't saying anything, this could be another bullying tactic. It's one-sided criticism meant to tear you down. Sign 7. They criticize everything you do. No one's perfect, but a good boss gives constructive feedback. If your boss is nitpicking every little thing, that's a sign they may be trying to control you or tear you down. Sign 8. Only you get scolded. If it feels like you're the only one getting scolded while others get away with mistakes, that's not normal. You might be the target of unnecessary criticism. Sign 9. You get little to no feedback. On the flip side, if your boss never gives you any feedback at all, they could be ignoring you or trying to make you feel invisible. That's another form of control. Sign 10. You feel unappreciated. If your hard work is constantly overlooked or your boss takes credit for it, it can be really frustrating. Not feeling appreciated is a clear sign of workplace bullying. Sign 11. You're left out of decisions. Good bosses involve their team in decisions. If your boss leaves you out and expects you to just follow orders without question, they might be trying to isolate you. Sign 12. They question your personal life. If your boss gets too personal or makes you feel uncomfortable by asking about your personal life, that's not okay. It's a form of emotional abuse meant to make you feel bad about yourself. Sign 13. No opportunities to advance. Have you been stuck in the same position while everyone else seems to be moving up? That could be a sign your boss is intentionally holding you back. Sign 14. You're treated differently than your peers. Is your boss singling you out for special treatment, and not in a good way? If they're treating you differently from your coworkers, that's another sign you might be a target. Sign 15. You wonder what you did wrong. If you're constantly second-guessing yourself and wondering why your boss is treating you poorly, it's likely not your fault. Bullies often pick on competent employees to make themselves feel superior. Sign 16. They request one-on-one meetings. Does your boss always want to meet with you one-on-one? Bullies often do this to control the conversation and check up on you constantly. It's not a good sign if they're using it to watch over you. Sign 17. You don't have a voice at work. A boss who tries to silence you, ignores your ideas, or shuts you down in meetings is a bully. No one should feel like they don't have a voice at work. Sign 18. You have to answer questions on the spot. If your boss is always rushing you to answer questions without giving you time to think, that's a tactic to make you feel nervous or pressured. Sign 19. You're doing their job. If your boss is dumping their responsibilities on you and making you do their job, that's a serious issue. Bullies often try to shift blame for their mistakes onto their employees. Sign 20. You lose your passion for work. Do you feel drained or unmotivated at work? If your energy is being sucked out by your boss's behavior, it could be a sign of workplace bullying. Sign 21. You're forgetting things. Constant stress and anxiety can mess with your memory. If you're forgetting things at work because of your boss's behavior, that's a big red flag. Sign 22. Your boss belittles your opinions. Is your boss always dismissing your ideas or making you feel like they don't matter? That's a classic bullying tactic to make you feel small and unimportant. Sign 23. No privacy at work. If your boss is always watching you or hovering over you, it can feel like you have no space to work. This is another way bullies try to control their targets. Sign 24. You experience physical symptoms. Stress can affect your health. If you're feeling sick, tired, or run down because of your boss's treatment, it's time to take action. Sign 25. Mood swings. Dealing with a bully can really mess with your emotions. If you find yourself swinging from happy to sad or anxious because of your boss's behavior, don't ignore it. So, those are 25 signs your boss could be targeting you. If any of these sound familiar, it might be time to take action and speak up. Remember, no one deserves to be bullied at work, and it's important to take care of yourself. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips.